Hi, friends. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Maritime Conversations. I know there's a change of scene, there's a change of host. So don't worry, we are still Maritime Conversations. But today, you can say that we are exploring a new dimension. There are certainly maritime linkages here, but we have with us a very inspiring naval spouse. Well, that's just one of the identities that she has. So I'm going to welcome to this episode of Maritime Conversations, Mrs. Alpana Agarwal. Good afternoon, Alpana.
Thank you. Good afternoon.
Of course, I have not yet spilled the beans, and you are sort of, perfectly ready to take us on this fitness journey. I think I would want you to just talk a little about that background. Okay, so how many medals do we have there?
Medals are more than 100. I have, till date, I have run 4 full marathons and 93 21-kilometer plus
That's
marathons,
amazing.
plus 5, 6, 10 kilometers I have done. And I have done 4 times, I have done 100 days of running event. So
Wow.
these are just a few of the medals. My yeah, the other medals couldn't come in the screen, and I have had few podium finishes also, around 8 or 10 podium finish I have in my age category. So it's my dream now to hit the century mark in 21-kilometer plus even runs.
Oh, wow.
I
Wow.
need to do 3 more. 97 is the latest number, and I'm
Wow.
eagerly looking forward to do 3 more half marathons.
Oh wow, Alpana, that's impressive.
We are very eager to know what is so unique about you and how you have transformed not just your life, but how you are inspiring others, not only in your community, but whomsoever you meet on this fantastic, exhilarating journey of yours. So, Mrs. Alpana Agarwal, please tell us a little about yourself.
Thank you, Meera, for inviting me for this maritime conversations. So, I am a naval wife for almost 31 years now, and I have always been a fitness enthusiast. Even before I got married, I was into playing sports, and during school times, I used to go for walk down to the school, play sports in the school, basketball, volleyball, and after getting married to a naval officer, it became more fitness oriented with regular walks and gymming, exercising. So I have a very strong willpower and high endurance levels. Running is now, I started running around the age of 45, when we women think that there's nothing much to do, life is over for us. I embarked on this running journey just
Wow.
to shed those few kgs which had started showing. As we all know, women undergo hormonal changes in mid 40s or 50s for some ladies. So I just wanted to stay fit, and running is now my part and parcel of my life. I can't
Wow.
imagine my life without running, and it uh, gives me immense pleasure. Running has changed my life. It has made me more patient, more disciplined. It's
Mhm.
like meditation for me. When I run, I forget everything. I just, see where I just keep putting one step in front of another and reach my goal.
Wow. Well, Alpana, I have to ask you, of course, we will talk about your journey as a naval wife, but can you share some, what was that trigger?
Surprisingly, there is no such memory of me ever running during school days or college days, except for playing football, where we used to dribble the ball and try to, keep it away from the opponent. I have no memories, but I used to walk a lot. Even during my school days,
Mhm.
college days, walking was the best thing that I remember I have been doing since my childhood. Maybe school, yeah. I am an alumni of Kendriya Vidyalaya Tagore Garden, Delhi. And school did give us a lot of opportunities for sports. You know, all those days, I mean, KVs have big playgrounds. The
Hmm.
games that we used to play those days, kho, badminton, volleyball. I mean, there were ample opportunities to play.
Wow.
So, plus school was around 3 kilometers from our house. So, morning walk,
Hmm.
walking to the school, coming back, walking from the school. Plus, middle class family, we generally prefer to walk to the local markets nearby. So,
Where was this? Or once you married into the naval family, uh, how was the journey like before you started doing this? I'm sure that, I would say there has to be some story of this self-discovery. Please share
Uh,
it.
yeah, sure. So when I got married, my husband was posted as at NDA as an instructor, and immediately after reaching NDA, we started this walk routine of evening walks, and generally we both went for our evening walks. Sometimes he was busy, he did something at the academy, so I would go alone. He always encouraged me not to wait for him, but go for my evening walks. So when I would walk alone in the evening, I would run for some time. I was tempted to run, but I was very shy about this. That was running was very new for me those days. So if I
Hmm.
saw someone coming from the opposite direction, I would start walking. But I remember doing a little bit of running those days in NDA also, and then other stations also like Vizag. I did run a bit. I always been a fitness enthusiast. Then after I have two sons and both my deliveries are cesarean, so both the times I gained more than 25 kgs of weight,
Oh
maybe
my.
26 or 27, because in ninth month I stopped climbing upon the scales, scared to see what the scale will show. So 26 to 27 kgs of weight gain, I was actually shocked. But then uh, both the times I lost all that weight within a year or so,
Hmm.
thanks to the exercises and my walking schedule. So I was always, it was always in my mind that I will lose whatever weight I gain.
Hmm.
Before my marriage, as I saw my friends and cousins getting married and gaining weight within a year or two, I promised myself that I will never let myself reach that stage where I'm not comfortable with my size and shape and this weight gain.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
it's always been like doing something physically to maintain a healthy weight. And then
Right.
first delivery, I shed all the weight.
Hmm.
Those times we were in Vizag, and this naval lady who was there, Nita, she used to
Okay.
conduct aerobics classes in the gym for naval wives. After
Uh,
6 months, doctor said after 6 months you can start your exercise. So cesarean. So
hmm.
six.
Hmm.
It just took me 6 months to lose all that weight, and by his first birthday, I was back in shape, and I was
Wow.
so proud of myself too. It was like I've achieved something very big, losing all that weight within a year.
So I
So
have
doing a
to admit that the naval community has taken very good care.
yes,
That they cater to the needs of all in the community, be it pregnant women, or, be it young children, be it fitness conscious women, senior citizens, everybody. So I do have to make a special mention here. But do you think this the community also in a way helped you to develop and rather strengthen this consciousness?
yes, very true. Navy has inculcated this spirit in me to remain fit and healthy
Hmm.
with all the facilities that Navy provides us: gym, all kinds of sports,
Hmm.
badminton, squash,
Hmm.
basketball. We have basketball courts, tennis courts. Though I don't play now, till Vizag, I
Hmm.
remember playing basketball, and safe and secure environment for running. Even at 4 in the morning or 10 in the night, we can run carefree without any tension. Plus, there are some ladies who conduct fitness classes, Zumba, aerobics. Even those days, I'm talking about 90s, 97. My elder son
Wow.
was born. aerobics classes were being conducted by a fellow officer's wife for fitness enthusiast ladies. And the exercises that I did that time, I think they gave me a very, though I didn't realize that time, but those exercises like we used to do squats and planks, they probably strengthened my core and my abs, which are very strong. Core is very important for running. And since then, I have been doing all these exercises regularly. So a big thanks to the Mrs. Neeta who shaped up my exercise routine and
How
put up.
nice. Must say that this spirit of camaraderie, you can say community building, it also plays a huge role in inspiring stories like yours. So I'm glad you brought out that the community also plays a big role. Of course, I'm sure husbands are at sea, husbands are busy, on ships, they're sailing, um, they are on duties, but there are certain things that you would want to nurture, uh, within yourself, as a naval spouse, your own identity. How do you see this linkage, or this connect between your physical fitness and this mental well-being, which is so needed in a naval fraternity?
Yeah, so this my running journey actually started in Mumbai only. We got transferred to Mumbai in November 2011. That was our first posting to Mumbai, and by that time I was dealing with this sudden weight gain around mid 40s, which just wasn't budging. Whatever I did, I tried walking, exercise, yoga, pranayam, everything I was doing, but those few kgs were just not going away. So when we landed in Mumbai, initial 2 3 months went away, settling down, getting a house, arranging furniture, everything. And by the time we settled, my husband was that time commanding INS Brahmaputra, and by the time we settled in 3 4 months, he went for a long sailing, that anti-piracy sailing. I think it was end Feb 2012 or early March 2012. He went. It was a 3 month sailing, 2 3 months sailing. So I thought now that I have done everything, the only thing left is running. And plus, Mofra here in Mumbai is full of runners. We have our own group of runners, soul to soul, where there are officers,
Wow.
ladies who are running enthusiasts. So I would see people running morning, people running evening, and we have this Kohli Stadium inside Mofra. So I thought, let me now try running seriously because nothing else is working. So maybe this running will give me that jump. So initially, I started in Kohli Stadium only. Very skeptically, I did 2 rounds, then 4 rounds, and slowly I built up a circuit of 10 rounds. That is 4 kilometers. So that became my routine. Those days, I was teaching in KV2. I am a teacher also. I was teaching German in KV2. So children were in NCS. Didn't have time in the morning. So every evening saw me at Kohli Stadium. First, I would go for a long walk inside Nofra, then 10 rounds in Kohli Stadium. That became my daily routine. And by the time he came back from sailing, I was back in shape. I had lost all that extra weight that I had put on. So it was very important to keep myself busy through some physical activity because that is what gave me a lot of satisfaction and mental peace, and it was a good way to not to indulge in negative thoughts or any kind of depression because husband was away for a long time and two demanding teenagers at home. Life was a bit tough, but running gave me all that happiness and a
Wow,
lot of
wow.
satisfaction. So
So well put, Alpana. That's another quality that the naval spouses have. That they are quintessential optimists, and
I am a big
and
optimist. Yeah.
and I think you very well summed it up, that how this journey has also helped you cope with these transitions. How was that experience running your first marathon, the challenges that you endured, the outcome, and the aftermath?
Yeah. So from doing 4 kilometer every day in Kohli Stadium,
Mm.
uh, for several months I did 4 kilometer. When my husband came back from sailing, he would often sail. Brahmaputra used to sail a lot. and he was often away sailing. So one fine day, it was I think in January 2012, uh, the newspaper he read about this 10 kilometer run at BKC. They had a 21 kilometer category also, but he told me about this 10 kilometer run and asked me to go for it. Initially, my first reaction was like I was shocked. I said, "How can I do 10 kilometer?" It's just not possible. But he's very patient and he kept motivating me and made me register for this 10 kilometer run. So from 4 kilometer to 10 kilometer, that was my first long distance run in March 2012 at BKC, and I I was prepared to walk if I couldn't complete it by running. I had decided that I will walk and run, or I will only walk come what may. But I will once decided I will finish cross the finish line. But once I started running, I mean, it was like there was no looking back. I easily completed 10K. I don't know what time I took. I've never bothered about the finish time. And I could complete without taking any break or without walking. So I have very this fond memories of my first 10K at BKC, which gave me a lot of confidence that I can do long distance running. From Mumbai, then we shifted to Mau near Indore in Madhya Pradesh, where we went as instructor in Army War College. There, I continued with my runs and did two 11 kilometer runs, which were organized by IIM Indore. So during these 10K runs, I met this indoor running group there, and in those runs at indoor, I even got a podium finish in my age category.
Oh, wow.
So then I came to know that these indoor runners are organizing a 21 kilometer indoor half marathon. So I was very, happy to know that half marathon is being organized in Indore, and I decided to do this. So my husband Ajay, he said it's a bit tough, and you will have to prepare a lot for 21. You just can't do it from 10 to 21. So I had about 3-4 months of time. It was in I think February 2015 I'm talking about. So I had sufficient time in preparing for this half marathon. Those days I am not very tech savvy. I had no clue about running gadgets like smartwatch or all these running apps that we now have. I was completely clueless about those. So whatever watch I would with my scooter, I calculated the
Wow.
distance, and I got an approximate idea of the distance, and I started preparing. So from I maximum I did I think was 15K during the practice
Oh,
runs.
wow.
I even fell down 2-3 times, it bruised my knees.
Oh, my.
But nothing stopped me from doing this. And D-Day saw me all geared up for my first half marathon. Very enthusiastically, I reached much early at the venue. It was in Indore, and started the run. But unfortunately, I mean, it still makes me feel sad that somewhere the when this half marathon started, and then they had a 10K also. As soon as the 10K crowd joined, there was a big group of runners. We all know 10K runners are much more in number than 21K runners. And somehow I missed a crucial turn, which was only for 21K runners. And I completed the half marathon, assuming that I have done the actual distance. Got my
Oh,
finisher's medal. I was thrilled to do my half marathon.
you spoke about dependence on technological
Yeah,
devices, the gadgets that are coming up. I personally do see a lot of runners today very well equipped,
yeah.
with technological gadgets. So it's again, can you sort of quickly tell us that is it necessary? Does it really help? Because you started your journey without them. And
Yeah.
have you sort of gradually evolved in accepting a few because they help you in building stamina or keeping a tab?
Yeah, so for many years I didn't use any gadget, no running app, no gadget. My
Mm.
first smartwatch was in 2018, I think, that Amazon some smartwatch, which cost me around 4,000, 3 to 4,000. Best is Garmin, and that time I didn't want to spend too much on Garmin. It's very expensive. So I just bought this, I think, Amazfit watch was there because I just wanted the distance and time. I was not interested in anything else.
Right.
So that for I think for a year or so I used it. Then as I grew more and more passionate about running, and I started running half marathons regularly. I graduated to a Garmin. Finally, bought a Garmin Forerunner,
Wow.
and then I came to know about this Strava running app. Though I
Mm,
didn't download it initially, but during pandemic, when
mm,
running was like stopped, but when initial
mm,
later on
mm,
it you could walk, and then we started running inside Nofra, and I started doing virtual events. That time
mm.
it became a necessity to download Strava, so I downloaded it. But frankly speaking, I don't think we need them, and I have uninstalled Strava, and I am trying to go back to those initial days when I would run freely without any gadget, without any smartwatch. It was a bliss without worrying about the
Right.
time, without worrying
Right.
how much distance you have covered, or it's a bliss running without gadgets. So
So well put. There is this wonderful shlok in Sanskrit, Anugachati Pravaha, go with the flow, right?
yeah.
And I must tell our viewers that even I am your follower. You introduced me to Strava, and that's how my running journey also began. So,
Oh, thank
from
you.
a disciple to a guru. So, Alpana, I have to ask you, we're very excited to know about a certain book. Okay, very special book. It's about you. It's about your journey. Um, please tell us about this book.
So this is the book Why I Run, an exhilarating running saga of Alpana Agarwal, which is written by Nalin Rai. Nalin is my classmate from my school, KV Tagore Garden. And in 2011, when we were in Delhi, we had a alumni meet in the school where I met him after many, many years. So then one day, Nalin, who is an author also, he brought this idea of chronicling my running journey into a book, and I was all gaga about it. I said, why not? If I can do it I can start running at 45. Others can also maybe get motivated about keeping their good physical health and good maintain their weight. So this book was written by is actually he's Nalin Rai is the author of this book, and this book has my entire running journey. How I started, how I graduated from one half marathon to other distances. I have done full marathon also. I have done 12-hour run also, and it shares my entire running journey, or my all my experiences, and it is for anyone who wants to run, how to start running, how to register, what to expect at marathons, how to build up your stamina, build up your core muscles. Everything is mentioned in the book, and it is my own personal experiences. Everything that is mentioned, I have gone through it, I have done that, and only then it has been put in the book. So I would recommend it to everyone, especially women, especially ladies who don't get much time to devote to themselves. And I was very, very happy to know I was that some people have actually got inspired to run after reading this book. At least two people have sent their feedback. Two runners have sent their feedback that after reading the book, they got inspired, and one of them ran this 10-kilometer TCS run at Bangalore,
Wow.
and another runner also started the running journey by doing a 10K in Mumbai. So that made my day that someone has actually got inspired to run by reading this book.
Wow. Wow.
It's easily
That's
available on
truly
Amazon.
inspiring. Hmm.
And now the
So
second
now,
edition has also come. It's
oh,
a
wonderful,
hardbound.
wonderful. We are so proud of your naval connection, and that's how we wanted this to be part of Maritime Conversations. I have to ask you, when do you all run together? Because I know that the fitness regimen of the forces is exemplary.
Yeah.
Each family, I'm sure, as a child, they look up to their parents, especially the fitness aspect of it. And that's something that everybody would like to emulate. And so I'm very excited to know the family dynamics.
So, on the family front, my husband, he's from Sainik School, Lucknow, and whenever initially when I started running, whenever I would ask him to, accompany me, he would say that he had done enough running since the age of 14 when he joined Sainik School in 7th standard, then NDA, then Navy. So he said, I have completed my running. You are new to running. Do whatever you want to do. But slowly, I think this passion rubbed onto him, and he also started running. So he doesn't run much, but sometimes, like once in a 15-20 days or once in a month, we both either go to Marine Drive for a 10K run, or then in Nofra, inside Nofra, our running community organizes these Nofra runs, 5 kilometer and 10 kilometer.
Okay.
Then we run together. And similarly, both my sons, I motivated them also to start running, and they also run 10K. They run. In 2022, I went to Hyderabad. My younger son is working there, Prakhar. So I did Hyderabad marathon, half marathon, which is considered to be one of the toughest, with the overbridges, flyovers, continuous flyovers in the marathon route. So I motivated my younger one, and he did 10K in the Hyderabad marathon. Similarly, my elder one joins us for 10K run, which whenever we have one in Mumbai, like this Navy Heritage Run is for 10K. He has done it twice with me.
We've heard of stories where mothers take besan laddus and rava laddus for their sons, where they're working to meet them. This is a story with a difference, because you're probably the first mother to go visit the son and tell him, join me for a marathon.
My son,
so this is truly inspiring. Yeah.
When I finished my full marathon, I have done 4 full marathons in Mumbai, that is Tata Mumbai Marathon. My sons, along with my husband, are there to greet me at the finish line.
Wow. What a sight it must have been.
With a big bottle of Nimbu Pani.
Wow.
At the end, finish of, when I cross the
finish family
line.
That runs together, stays together. Just 2 things. Usually, age and fitness sort of, they are antithetical. It is actually the forces that show you that, that's not the case. I think our former Chief of Naval Staff, I saw this video where Admiral Hari Kumar was actually doing push-ups in NDA.
Yeah, push-ups.
What a sight that was!
Yeah,
and I'm sure that this discipline of physical fitness, which sort of spills over to mental well-being as well. It comes from a lot of hard work. It has to be earned. And with women and age, again, more antithetical. Once you get married, your opportunities reduce. Once you have children, you have other priorities. Once you hit 50, there is simply either poker or bridge that you would like to play. So what word of quick advice would you have for women who've crossed 50?
So as women, we tend to put our health that is our last priority. We will take care of our husband, our children, our in-laws, everyone. But when it comes to our own health, that will be our last priority. That is what it has been. Even I used to do that. But now as we age, I have realized that health is the most precious thing that we have. As we grow older, our children will also fly away. There will be no one to look after us. So we have to take care of ourselves, and we have to remain physically active. It is not possible for everyone to run. I'm not saying that after reading the book or after listening to this conversation, you just get out of the house and start running. No, don't run, do like that. But walking is the best exercise. Just walk for at least 30 minutes, I would say. Go for grocery shopping, stop buying online, go get out in the open air, do little bit of exercise, whatever you can do it comfortably. You have to listen to your body. So according to your age, your health, some kind of physical uh, movement, some kind of physical exercise is a must for everyone, whether 50 or 15 or 70, whatever age we are. Any body part that we stop utilizing then gets weak. If we stop walking, our legs will become weak. If we stop using our arms, they will become weak. Now, most of the children of this generation, they can't use an Indian toilet because we have stopped squatting. We have stopped sitting
So true.
cross-legged.
So
So
true. So
we
true.
have to keep doing things, and it has been scientifically also it has been declared that walking is the best exercise. Don't run, but at least walk and slowly jog if health permits you. But do some kind of physical activity, it is a must. Then in my book, I have mentioned some activities which can be done in the house by housewives who don't get time to even go out. Sometimes we have some urgent, some people have situations, conditions where they really can't get out for walk and run. So inside the house you can do simple activities to keep yourself physically fit, but take your health as the topmost priority. If the women of the
Right.
house is healthy, then only the other people of the house can be remain fit and healthy. So you have to look after your health, remain fit, remain physically active. That is the most important
Wow.
thing in today's world.
That's so well put. Very practical advice to all women, and you are truly an inspiration for all of us. If I have to describe you, I'll describe you as a runner by passion, a go-getter by instinct, and a sincere student. Okay, by attitude. Alpana, this has been uh, an honor and a pleasure. A lot of things that you shared with us today, and we all will stand in good stead if we follow the advice that you've given us. And I hope our viewers have enjoyed a slight detour from our conventional maritime conversations, but there is that maritime connect, and I'm sure that the family also plays a major role. So the contribution of the officer husband and the naval community. So thank you very much for joining, and please continue this inspiring journey and keep motivating us with your stories and your achievements.
Dream to continue running. If not, as long as I can do 21, I would love to do 21. If not 21, at least 10. If not 10, then at least 5.
No,
But
we at Maritime Conversations, we wish you all the very best, and we know that you're going to achieve that milestone, and we wish to have you back to tell us that story. So thank you very much, Alpana, for joining.
thank you, Meera. Bye.
With that, we come to the end of another episode of Maritime Conversations. Dear viewers, I hope you enjoyed it. And for any comments, please feel free to share with us, and stay tuned for more Maritime Conversations. Thank you for joining.